Ira Grachevskaya is missing. Chill out, Shibina, we're just kidding. Jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really are less... Should I follow my heart then? Yes, you should kiss Ira. Let's go, Asa. Let's go. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Quiet, you. I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where the adults can hear. My nose is stuffed again, what the fuck? Okay, anyways, zato, I still don't know how to pronounce it, I haven't looked it up. I don't know what's happening, what the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Mira to Garen to the chair that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Oh, some tea is happening. Grachevskaya, the fuck? Is she insane? Somebody call the teacher. Oh, that's Ira. Okay. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Karen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Which voice do I give her? Fuck. Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. The classmates who were caught up in a laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. They scoot out of her way as she retrieves the bag, then head towards the door. I was actually gonna propose a theory that Asya was responsible for something because she was like gatekeeping information. I actually thought that Asya like killed Ira or something, but Ira is here right now, so I guess that theory is gone to shit. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. Grachevskaya, where are you going? Bump. That sounded wet. Hey, Ira forcefully pushes past the teacher. You, Grachevskaya, what do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Grachevskaya is kind of a drama queen, what's going on? Her threat falls on deaf ears. Oh, time for the annual ICRN. Should I put a disclaimer again? Okay, here is y'all's disclaimer. Everyone knew Grachevskaya. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents got a lot of flack for it. It's only normal in a town like ours, not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's say, exclusivity. Vorkuta 5 prides itself on its virtually non-existent crime rate. Oh wow, that's pretty impressive, especially in Russia. I mean, what? That's the natural consequence of nobody being allowed to enter or exit without a permit. You're lucky to be here, to have a salary higher than the national average, to have access to goods people in the neighboring towns can even dream of. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. So when someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's not just seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stain on a community that's meant to be spotless, like a weed that's sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she had appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to arise. Why is Grachevskaya's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Do they believe this is acceptable? Do they not teach her discipline? Do they not understand how fortunate they are? They've been granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their own child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? What can you do? Like, are you gonna like shoot them? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw the chair at Karen. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. I feel like Isaac can still be responsible for something because she's too weird in her mind and too seemingly innocent. And it was my own fault for bringing the notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library once school was done, but my bag slipped and all of the contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever taken poetry or drawing very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it matter to me? You were literally so bothered by it. You were like, why are they laughing? Stop laughing. What do you mean, what's it matter to you? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school, and even when she does, she can just leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. well, that. And also I was really scared. Ira has never as much as looked at me. Even when she lashed out at Garen, it was like I weren't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during some lesson. I think it was math. I came in through the door. Holy shit, this art. Wow, that's such a gorgeous art. Girl is different. Look at her smoking. Like, she's so different. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, also smoking in bathrooms. Okay, her ranking is going down. You know how fucking obnoxious that is when you smoke in like school bathroom? That's so annoying. Hi. Ira shot my disinterested look. How you just spoke to her? I see, that's very unlike you, cause like you're so flustered all the time. ... Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my bits. What the... Okay. So I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all of that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed while I was in the stall. Maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds. But when I heard what sounded like her getting out of the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait. Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. I had to say something. I got this rare chance. The world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. But what am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just stumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I just got mute. As if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait, please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leaper. I didn't know what I should say or ask. I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped into my mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Look at her face, lol. The windowsill. When you sat smoking there right by the window, I thought, weren't you cold like that? She blinks. Not really. Maybe a little. Thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Karen read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. And why are you apologizing? That has nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked towards the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? Slam! Wow. ... I stood there dumbfounded. We get it, you're gay, guys, come on. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira Grachevskaya likes my poetry? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I needed to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. So you just didn't pee while you went to the bathroom? What the hell is wrong with you? Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. This is kind of depressing. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk. And then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shabina, we borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifted a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no, I forgot I left it in there. No, it's just a drawing. I'm just imagining what kind of drawing she has in there. Yeah, you sure? It really looks like if you were pretty. Wow, what an ass. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joke around with me. You said you weren't bothered, Ася. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare to ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right, but even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head, not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But... Ira... She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in the crowd, but no, it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all of my courage just to master that much. Even though I definitely think she should have read it. Hey, Vadim? What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? Mind you, 50 kopecks is fucking nothing. Can I have it back? Oh wait, this is probably in Soviet Russia. Wait, okay, that makes sense. 50 kopecks. When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else? No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a ruble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. This is so sad, I feel so bad for her. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would she do? I really shouldn't be upset, it's not that much. You could go grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyways. Yeah, maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. I say, you don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it, haha, XD. Oh, that's good, I guess. Those girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. Is it Vadim or Vadim? I still haven't searched, I'm sorry, guys. She loves salt whenever he says... She loves a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have different senses of humor. But you never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. Girl, is Ira smoking at 15? Weird as fuck, but okay. 14. Same thing. Why do I make Asa sound so pained? 14. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Just some light makeup, you'll see what it's like. Come on, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're gonna love it. Alright, but yay! Come here then. I don't think people do unpleasant... Oh my fucking god. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with the goal to make somebody feel bad. Why are you just getting bullied by the whole school? I really believe that if someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear or interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or... I feel like people do bad things intentionally. Like, if you ask me, maybe you shouldn't be so nice, Asa. I can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm covering my face, I don't need any teachers seeing me like that. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this mess off quickly. But I should stop falling for these pranks, but... Bump. Sorry. Here comes Ira. Oh no. The hell? Ira jerks away from me. I can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God, I look awful. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. I just need to get to the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After about a month, reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me that much, and in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again and again and again and again, but I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held onto the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. Notice how the text takes up the whole entire screen now? Asa needs the entire screen to ramble in her mind. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, her not joining in, her telling me she liked my writings. She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oi. 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So he remembered? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. What? What? Hello? Everyone around erupts in snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. Yeah, free later? Nah, haha, that's sexual harassment, y'all, not to be too woke. Very funny. Oh, please, Shabin, I get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging down the class morale. Haha, that's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid, I can't help but laugh. Ah ha ha. But that's okay, I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit to, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. It's not like you're graduating or anything, you can still see her like for a few years, I feel like. I could reminisce fondly about the one time I lucked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that because everyone does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful in its own way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided that what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? I have 2 living parents. 2 living parents, why would you describe them like that? That's right, I've got my classmates that I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes don't always land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did I act as if that weren't enough? You idiot! What? Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? It looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against the snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that asshole Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. I look at Tira. Her face is... The word concern flashed in my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous, it's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't. But the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you. Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Yara's going to punch me for real. This is like your biggest fantasy anyway, why are you complaining? She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry, I just praise myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I don't care. I've earned it! Oh my god. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah, he pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You know it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I'm not that stupid. Wait, what are they talking about? I'm kinda lost. I look down at the moist and crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. A love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stare at that shriveled up piece of paper and something about its whole existence feels extremely sad to me. You wanna burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh. No, thanks. It's wet anyway. I fold the letter and show it in my pocket. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Damn, like, wow. Those words didn't choose to be written insincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. I smile at her. Even after what I said, I had come to terms with it. No, right as I was saying it to you, to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last damn scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept into my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, she finally came. I didn't do anything really. I'm flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? Haha, that's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Girl, I don't know what's with her. Ah, right. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives me a quick once-over. You... take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind the corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. It feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple steps in the direction of my home. No. Changed my mind. I ran back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago, and she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Huh. Why does she always leave in such a rush? Because you guys are kind of homosexual, like no shade. It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same day, I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I didn't know where to, and I wouldn't dare to ask. Something told me she'd say, "None of your business," if I did. And she'd be right. But even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets, killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer, I started to take new routes, and as naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again. Walking and walking, praying and praying. Do you assholes ever shut up? This bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen there if I knew she'd see me like that. Though, choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well, I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did so, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did, and now despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Oh my god. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me a passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Oh my god, guys, come on. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Haha, dude, you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina's having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Or what? You're gonna throw a chair at me? What? Got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. Did she just like slice his neck or something? What is this swish? Swish, swish, pish. Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? You... something silvery shines in Ira's hand. Did she actually bring a knife to school or something? It's a bow compass. Is that... Are you serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence, yet my unreasonable heart is still elated. Oh my god. Oh yeah, wait, we actually did get confirmation that Asya writes poetry. She's probably so good at poetry though. Okay, this is so long. I feel like I'm gonna have to split this in two parts. I know I'm splitting part 2 into 2 parts. That's just so like wow. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Please, like please, because this takes a while to make and I need motivation or else I'm gonna abandon this series. No, but it's just that when I abandon this series on my channel, I don't replay the game on my own. So me seeing the ending of this game depends on you guys, so like not to put too much pressure on anyone. But yeah, I'll try to be quick editing this. So it's not evil? That's a rather extreme example.